All right, y'all. What's up? What's up? I came across a YouTube video. All right, y'all. This one is going in the vote. I promise. I'm not wearing the same shirt back to back, even though some people do that. I see why, but um, I came across this YouTube video on the run. Honeycomb. Well, they don't say honeycomb, but I say honeycomb wipes evidence as indictment looms. City of Miami cuts ties. Will he flee country? He probably will go head over there to Bali with Russell. I'm surprised he ain't been one to Bali with Russell. Stone friend he is. He ain't try to. Okay, so this is on. Oh shoot, it's from Popcorn Planet. So let's play and see. He mentions two people that I can't stand: DJ Fed and DJ Crybaby. But here we go. Let's see what he has to say about this situation.
Diddy is wiping evidence. He has cleared his entire Instagram. Meanwhile, the city of Miami is canceling him, removing Diddy Day, and the indictment is absolutely looming. In fact, it's getting so bad, many think he's about to flee the country. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor. Sorry I'm on location, but I wanted to give you this update today on a Friday because, man, we haven't talked about Diddy in a little bit, and that doesn't mean the story is over. We're going to play this clip from DJ Academics and Vlad, and they give some really interesting insight and updates on what the state of things are and what the state of Diddy's mind might be. Before we get there, I do want to go through a couple other quick updates. The first, Diddy Day has been canceled in Miami Beach. I'm shocked it took this long, to be perfectly honest, but he will no longer...
I'm shocked it took that long, too. As a matter of fact, to be honest with you, I'm thinking like Mr. Gene Deal. And I think some other folks said it. I think Honeycomb might off himself. If he don't flee the country, I don't know.
He celebrated there in Miami Beach, which, let's be real, this is a big hit on him. Miami Beach is where he really spends most of his time. He's got 2 homes there, but they have now cut ties with him after all these lawsuits. They revoked a proclamation declaring October 13th as Sean Diddy Combs Day. According to the Miami Herald, the Miami Beach Commission rescinded the honor without debate on Wednesday, June 26th, so a couple days ago. This is not a good day. Now, this was scrapped after New York already took the key back from the city, which they did. New York officials asked him to return the key, which he did after they saw the footage of Cassie, and we reported on this before showing you this. Now, what's more shocking to me, and we didn't really report on this as it happened, but a week or so ago, he decided to clear his entire Instagram. Now, a lot of people have come forward and are very frustrated by this because this includes his apology to everybody, including Cassie. By removing that, he's actually lost a lot of support. People who are like, yo, if you want to delete stuff, whatever, but how could you delete that thing on the record? Diddy's reps and others are saying, well, it's already out there all over the internet. Everybody saw it. He needs to clear this just because he's starting over, is what the excuses were. But I think there's far more behind him clearing his Instagram. And I agree with the clip we're about to watch with Vlad and DJ Academics because I think...
I just wanted to show y'all how it says 0 posts. He still has like 19.9 million followers. But y'all know how I feel about y'all. Alright, let's continue. God dang, I hate when they do this thing.
This is all due to the fact the indictment is absolutely close. Let's go through this clip. I want to watch it with you because it's going to add a lot of context and updates to where things stand.
Diddy.
Yes.
This is why I stopped shopping on it.
Alright, y'all, we back. I just didn't want y'all to sit through a ad.
Because it's going to add a lot of context and updates to where things stand.
Diddy.
Yes. That's Diddy.
You are probably, after speaking with so many people very close to the situations, people who have just been around, you've heard the random miscellaneous stories. Diddy today, or actually yesterday, cleared his Instagram out.
Yes.
I personally believe that Diddy is in I'm in preparation mode for this indictment. I've hopefully been speaking to the feds, making sure they know I was never a flight risk. Hopefully, whenever I get arrested, I could be out on bond for this, even though there's a possibility he can't. But I think he's in, I know I'm going to be indicted mode. Let me operate as such. What do you think? You've talked to so many people. You've talked to the bodyguards. You've talked to everything. What do you think is happening?
Well, there's a grand jury happening right now.
That's the one and only time I think I will ever agree with DJ Crybaby. He is definitely in indictment mode. So while his representatives and everybody else want to say, "Oh, there's no strategic thing behind it. He does this. He did this once before." Now we got to talk to. Now we got to listen to what DJ Fed said, who have had people close to Honeycomb on his thing. Yo, why won't it let me? Yo, I swear, be back, y'all. Alright, y'all, I'm back. Sorry for the hiccup.
And a grand jury, 99% of the time, leads to an indictment. Because a grand jury is a process that can go on for months. And you can continuously introduce new evidence, new witnesses, and so forth. You can keep going almost forever until the jury feels there's enough information to indict. And Diddy doesn't have his lawyers present during the grand jury, so there's no one to say this person
Isn't telling the truth.
isn't telling the truth. This is a complete lie. This document is false. They're just bringing one side, a trial with only one side. So he's going to.
True, but are they allowed to bring up the fact that they have footage
To be indicted. I'm 99% sure that he's going to be indicted. Now, what happens after that? Who knows? Me personally, I don't know why people stick around to go to prison. Like, if I was Diddy,
You think he should leave?
if I knew at age 50, what is he, 55 or so?
Yeah.
At 55,
Is that even possible? He has to know. I imagine, by the way, they covered it. They said, hey, he was in Florida this whole time. Remember, they called him at Opalaka executive.
Yeah, just to be clear, yeah, he hasn't run. According, I mean, it doesn't seem like he has. He has
That's the
nice.
private jet airport.
Because remember, innocent people don't run, right?
exactly?
So apparently he was going to go to Bahamas on vacation. They stopped him there. He canceled that. He's been in Florida the whole time, but recently he popped up in LA.
Yeah.
They believe that he probably told the federal authorities, I'm not running. Like, because you got to imagine, if he is on the manifest of a jet, and if that shit says international, they're investigating him. They're going to arrest him immediately because
He's allowed to travel. They've made that very clear. They have not restricted his travel because I don't think they can. I mean, it would be a red flag, but he is technically allowed to
they're
travel.
going to say, we're going to...
but can they arrest him?
No.
They can't arrest him until they have an indictment. That's what I'm saying.
No. They can't arrest him pertaining what he will be indicted for. But they could...
They can't arrest him. If you're not indicted, you can't be arrested.
Vlad, can't...
You can't be arrested.
Vlad. You have 100 kilos of coke in your car.
Yeah.
Right?
They'd have to have 100 kilos of coke in his car. They have to arrest him for something. Academics.
They know you got the kilos of coke in your car, but they don't necessarily have the...
This is why I'm not calling this man academics, because he sound real dumb. Kilos of coke, and what this man is in trouble for don't match. Y'all, I'm sorry. This is part one. I'm going to come back with part two to finish up this dumb conversation with these dummies. And this is going to be in a vote. Like I said, I'm going to have this for y'all tomorrow, Saturday. Alright, y'all. Back with part two. I don't think it's much more left to this interview. But let's listen to these two dummies talk. Like, why is this man called academics when he don't even realize, like, he can't be arrested yet. Like, he hasn't been indicted for anything yet. But let's see with his, hold on, I'm going to rewind just a little bit. So y'all can hear this dummy talk about. He mentions kilos of
what he will be indicted for. But they could.
You can't arrest him. If you're not indicted, you can't be arrested.
Vlad can't.
You can't be arrested.
Vlad. You have 100 kilos of coke in your car.
Yeah.
Right?
You'd have to have 100 kilos of coke in his car. They have to arrest him for something. Academics.
They know you got the kilos of coke in your car, but they don't necessarily have the substantive proof to just have a search warrant to go in your car. You know what they do?
They already got the search warrant.
No, they don't. Hold on.
That's why they raided the house.
Wait. No. But I'm just giving it an example. You know what they do? They tell local. I watch all these body cam video channels. I love them. I don't know why. They tell local law enforcement, pull them over for a traffic infraction. I guess what I'm trying to say, if the feds have any inkling that they feel Diddy's going to leave, they're going to get him in custody for anything. Anything. Hey, they might even tap Broward County. Hey, remember that drug mule that we caught on the plane that we just gave a felony to? We're going to just file drug.
I mean, it's true. They can do anything they want, but it hurts the overall case. I think
Charges on him to make sure he doesn't leave?
Yeah, they can try, but ultimately his lawyer is going to say this is bullshit. I want my client out and charges dropped, and then at that point he can do whatever he wants. Like, at the end of the day...
that part, Fed. You can, pull him over. Number one, it sounds dumb. Just pull him over for a traffic violation. Number one, what's the traffic violation going to be? That's the first thing. Number two, he ain't going to be in there long anyway for a traffic violation. That ain't going to stop him from, number one, getting out easy. Number two, his lawyers saying, hey, this was a whole setup from the jump, which messes up the whole case, which means all this fight is for nothing. I never ever thought I would ever agree with DJ Crybaby or DJ Fed. Let's proceed.
I see what you're saying, but he still has his passport.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to cancel I'm pretty
he
sure.
He still has his passport. When he's indicted, they're going to take his passport.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So as they talk about this, and that's the question I bring to you, like, there's got to be a reality check for Diddy that he realizes the age I'm at, the charges, he knows the charges he's facing, is if he did, especially if he did the crime, and that's why innocent don't usually run. Would he actually consider this? It does seem like it's a possibility, especially as more and more is coming down. They are trying to bankrupt him right now. There are reports coming in as well that he can't afford these lawyers as much as we think Diddy's making. This is going to cost a fortune, and there's no income now coming in. And that is part of the plan that many think the feds are doing here, is just sort of getting him to feel the pinch, right? To feel that squeeze and start having everybody turn on him, which they did by releasing that video, which I wholeheartedly believe the feds had a hand in leaking. They wanted all of his walls to come closing in on him. And financially, support system.
That part. I do believe, although they want to say, CNN leaked it, where CNN get it from. So, number one, I did do a video about the Gene deal saying that, no matter how much Honeycomb paid the hotel, the feds can go in there and be like, look, give us that footage. You're subpoenaed to give us that footage. So what did the hotel do? They gave them that footage. And I'm also agreeing with this man right now, Popcorn Planet, because he's speaking sense. I do feel like with all their might and soul, they are definitely, without a doubt, trying to make his world come crumbling down to where he has nothing. Everybody's like, no. I don't know about like behind the scenes as far as, I do probably believe that there are some people that might still call him up or whatever. Not Jay-Z though. He skedaddled. Once you're in trouble, like the whole R. Kelly thing, he skedaddles. But this man, they're saying now that he might not even be able to afford his lawyers. What is that going to look like for a man? Let me put up over my face. For this man that had all that, that's what they're doing. That's what I believe they're doing. They're trying to take away all the power he had so that the accusers, witnesses, anybody won't be intimidated by going against him. That's more so what I believe. We're going to finish listening to what this man has to say, but I believe they're trying to strip him of any power he has. So come time for the grand jury, come time for the trial, he don't have the power to intimidate or scare these people coming up against him. And possibly stripping him of some really, really good lawyers for him to have to get the leftovers. Right? Alright, let's proceed, y'all. Let's proceed. It's not much left, actually.
All of it, because they really want to come after him. Now, again, they got to have the evidence. Now, we know Diddy's not a good guy. We've seen it. He's had to admit that. We've seen it through the Cassie video. But is there more evidence to actually encourage this indictment? Will he be, with the trafficking, everything that's being alluded to, which I don't think is that far-fetched given what we've been learning? We still have to wait for all that to come forward. And then as they're presenting currently probably to the grand jury, I do think it is very close. Any day now, there will be news that he will be indicted, and we will make sure we cover it for you here. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for alerts, smash the like button as well. Stay tuned here at Pop.
Well, you already know that I'm going to I'm going to stay covered up on it. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what DRR. I was throwing up gang signs the other day, y'all. I was doing sign language. I don't care what DRR say. I will continue to cover the Diddy Chronicles because just like everybody, I don't care if you black, white, yellow, purple, green. What the stuff he's being accused of and what the stuff I've seen means this man is capable of anything. So y'all stay tuned for more Diddy Chronicles. And now, I'll give them to y'all whenever they come out. I try to get them to y'all as fast as I can. But y'all not getting this till Saturday. Sorry. But, just like Word on the Sun, I'm out of here, coach.